Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. It's Eckler again. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, you have to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And some space here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Rodgers going to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 42. Here's Rodgers. Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it's a Packers touchdown. Josiah DeGuara from 10 yards out. And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Crosby connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Crosby to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us,
well, you
and not have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 out. I went 3 out on the first drive. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Rodgers now on 1st down. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Rodgers now to throw. Tries the crossing route and hits Watson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They go back to the ground with Jones. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 5 now. Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He'll find Jones again, complete. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Josiah DeGuara with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And the Packers give him nowhere to go. They bring him down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Herbert off of play action. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. Up the middle with Eckler. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. Herbert operating from the red zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett from 19 yards away. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through. And it's now 13-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On play action, Rodgers. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The give is to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. On the move past the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that
This is intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Chargers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the third. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nixon now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles, but they're trailing.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kenneth Murray, and the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Running on first down, Eckler. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
It's Kingsley Enagbari finding a way in to bring him down. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position, and even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop it.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back is
under pressure, and they got to him again.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And some room for him there as he'll take this out to about the 15.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Rodgers going to throw.
He finds his receiver, Watson. Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And got his man complete.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. On play action, it's Rodgers. Here as he's taken down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man. That's Lazard. Touchdown. Alan Lazard. 26 yards.
And the Packers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. Complete at the 1. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way. But I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. The Packers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7. Rodgers.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Michael Davis.
And the Chargers are right back in this football game.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert being chased out left.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one ball away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up the blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Herbert off of play action.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
A give to Jones. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On play action. Now Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Chargers are right back in this football game.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll find some space up to about the 25. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. From the 25 on second down. Herbert buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Play action. It's Herbert.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak.
And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get...
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
A.J. Dillon
Taking it in from 24 yards out.
And the Packers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it in practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Herbert.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there for L.A. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing, Herbert. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Herbert to throw. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Now Herbert.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of the two-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it's unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last My bad, Parker.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
99 yards on the ground for him so far.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. He finds Watson complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle. They wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
Consistent, made up my mind that no matter what I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot.
my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, move it. We making movies, moving. I get a chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This here rhyme too nice. It's my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, who we? One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, who we? One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Green Bay Packers and themselves. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
On the delay, Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and take it down to the backfield. Now they're staring at